welcome to Life is Feudal. Been thinking about buying this game for quite some time now, but because it's quite a slow-paced game, I just haven't bothered because none of the lads want to buy it, so I thought, fuck 'em, I'll buy it and play it on my own. Don't really know much about this game. I did have a little go earlier, but I'll make a new world. World 2. How imaginative. Right, I'm going to skip until we're in game because I think it takes quite a while to load. We're in. Forgive the random frame drops while it all loads in. There's a campfire I made earlier. And a back box. When we start in World 2, it was a new world, I would have thought I wouldn't have had any of this, so I should have started afresh. So clever. So as you can see, graphically it's not a bad looking game. You can go into third person mode by pressing C. You've got a free look mode like this, so you can just look around and walk around. Or if you press tab, you get your mouse so you can interact with trees and shit. Or your menus. If you press I to open your inventory, this is shit I've already done. F10 to customise your HUD. Can't remember the rest, I'll figure it out. So ideally what I want to do is just learn the basics on how to craft, which I've done a little bit of crafting, as you can see with the campfire and the basic tools. I made a spade, saw, sickle, hammer, fishing rod and a pickaxe. How you do that, basically, you walk up to a tree, or run up to a tree in this case. And you right click on it. You can inspect the tree and it'll tell you everything you can get from the tree. Like you see a major oak tree, tells you the quality, and it tells you the resources you can get from it, like 12 bark, 24 branches and 3 oak sprouts. So if we press tab again and then go to forestry and put snap off a branch, you got a choice to produce or mass produce. Mass produce you'll get more than one, obviously, or produce you'll just get one. Look in the top right hand corner, it tells you you've received 1 branch, your forestry's increased, your construction's increased, so you get a bit of XP for that, which is always useful. Again, there's all graphical interfaces that tells you to left click or right click. Left click to get a sprout, or right click to open the context menu. You've got a default action. Basically, your left click can always be a default action, so that you perform the same job every time by pressing the left click on trees, for example. If I right click on snap a branch, that'll change the default action. Again, that default action is only for trees. Whoops, I'm used to pressing escape all the time. So, if we look at the ground, nothing happens. Because we don't have any tools. Oh, there we go. And then you got all these other options. And again, your default action is to lower ground level. Because I've been flattening the ground, you see. Because I want to flatten this entire area. This is my aims at the moment. You've got prospecting, prospect for copper, forestry, create a camp, gives you options to build a fire, put a sleeping bag down, yada yada yada. Gather plant fibres, search for food, farming, which is ploughing, yada yada yada. Transform, which is this is observe. This is where you can see how flat the ground is. Green's quite flat. Obviously, goes up the colour scheme to orange to red, the steeper it gets. So you got to remove soil and add soil where applicable to get it nice and straight. So I think that's the basics of the game. again, all I intend to do is flatten this area a bit. Obviously, this is going to be my basic camp for now. I'm going to stick a sleeping bag in the middle here. But this will be my basic camp for now. I'm going to try and flatten this area and just get a house up, maybe get like a little farm going. I don't know what it's like, this game, for like husbandry or all that, whether you can rear animals or what. I want to like build a house, maybe get a farmyard going, a bit of blacksmith table or whatever is in the game. Maybe some walls around, and if I get confident with the game a bit more, maybe look into building castles, roads, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, I'm going to be on my own because none of my friends have this, so it's going to take some time, and I'm sure I'll make plenty of mistakes in the way. I'm not playing on a server because I don't know enough, and I don't feel confident enough to jump on a server at the moment. So I thought I'd just play on my own server, which is, I suppose, single player. So let's have a look in there, see what I got in there. Yeah, there's got a few things in there. If you open your inventory, you can like shove stuff in. It's basically a storage chest. I think it's 50 slots, but I think it's like got like a weight limit because it won't let me stick that in, even though there are still slots available. Oops, sugar. You can move all the menu things. You know, if they get in your way, just stick them down there to get them out of the way. So for now, I'm going to do a bit of ground flattening. I'll show you a bit of ground flattening. It's not the most interesting of jobs, but I mean, it's a necessary job. I will cut most of it out. I'll just show you a few, just so you can see it. So what we do is we'll look at the ground. You got to terraform and observe, and I'm not sure what true flat is. I'll have to probably Google that to see what kind of level you want to be building on. But you only get it green. So obviously, I mean, this 10.5 is far too much. So what we'd do is we'd left click, which is our default action to start digging to flatten the ground. But this gives you dirt every time you do it, which does encumber you. So it says you are overburdened, so that like affects your movement speed and all that kind of stuff. So you would normally like put that back on the ground to build up other areas that are too flat, you know, to get your leveling. But I don't know how all that works at the moment. So what I'll just do is build another bark box and just start saving it. I don't think there's a limit to how many bark boxes you can have. If we can remember how to do it. Create camp, bark box, build. We'll put it on there, look. You can rotate, you can move which square you want it in, but for now we'll just leave it in that one. These timers do get a bit slow. Throughout the recordings, I'll probably be getting rid of most of the timers, you know, cutting through it. So this is what it leaves you when you put a building down. It leaves you like a little plot sign. If you walk up to it and right-click and then create camp default action, it tells you what you need to actually construct it. This, we only need 20 bark, which we don't have on us, but I'm sure we have in the other bark box. So we'll open the other bark box and have a gander. So. No, we don't. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go get some bark. One moment. Right, so we'll go get some bark. Probably going to get a few messages from Mad Dog while we're doing this. But hey. So you walk up to the tree, right click, forestry. No, it's not forestry, it's logging. They put collect bark. We'll put on mass produce because we want loads of it. And I've cut this bit out because it takes quite some time. It gives me a chance to send a message to my dog without having to show you all what we're talking about. Oh, well, wait a minute. That didn't take long. Let's inspect the tree and see what happened there. Right. It just wasn't a very barky tree. Ninja in space, so I've been having fun. Wonderful. It's that bloody free-to-play game he plays. You know. So we'll do that for alt trees. Again, I'll skip now until I've got all the bark. So I'll see you then. Right, so that's going to be more than enough bark for now. So, because I've got some in my box if I remember rightly. So we'll just take a slow jog over because I'm pretty encumbered. Overburdened, as it likes to say. This game is very skills intensive. The reason I can't do a lot at the moment is because I don't have a lot of XP. You get XP for performing mundane tasks, such as what we were doing there. Which button is it now? Let's see if I can find the right button. See, that shows you what you're wearing. You know, that brings up your inventory. Which one is it for skill tree? I can't quite remember. Is it you? No, it's not. Right, skills and stats, look. Soft hit points. I don't really understand much of this at the moment. I'm going to have to learn all this. But, I mean, obviously that's clear. I'm at 74.11 at the moment, which I've got to get to 150 to level up to the next level. Skills, again, which is quite intense. You got your skill tree here. If you notice certain things like the animal law, I can only put that down to husbandry or whatever, is locked because I'm not skillful enough at this one first. So I have to do farming. I'm not sure what level I have to get to unlock this. We'll have to see what happens there. So a lot of this video will be skipped through because I'm going to have to do a lot of the mundane tasks off camera because it's going to be boring as shit just watching me dig, and cut, chop. I'm going to have to start chopping down trees, even though there's not a lot I can do with them now because I can't build or mine at the moment until I unlock them. So when I unlock them, then I can actually perform them actions. So like here, material preparation. There's a lot you can do on this game, but as with anything, no matter what game you play, whether it's a survival game, whether it's an MMO, whether it's a battle arena game, you've always got to level up, haven't you, to get the new skills and all that. And this game's no different. I think originally this game were planned to be an MMO, but the developers didn't have enough cash to get all the servers ready and all that, so they released a standalone version. And this is obviously the standalone version, which has funded them to create the MMO version, which I believe will be out at some point. And they're not going to abandon this game, from what I understand. They're still going to continue to update, bug fix, add new shit. So they'll basically just be having two games on your own standalone version and a huge, massive MMO version. When I say huge, massive, from what I understand, you're going to be having like 10,000 people on a map. I mean, that people, the map's going to be huge. I think I'd probably feel a bit claustrophobic, but hey. So there you go, look, we put his resources in there. If it required more resources, and then they'd show in these boxes, with the amount, then you drag the materials needed into this drop box here, then click on build. And then he'll start building away. I have noticed the more you craft, the more you build, the faster he gets. Again, that's obviously to do with the XP system. So we'll open this. Main thing I want to put away, if I can, is the dirt. I can't. If you shift and click, it gives you the option to split a stack. I wonder what weight I can actually put in that thing. Not much by the look of it. Can I even put anything in there? One. Nope, so we've learnt something there. We cannot put dirt in the thing. So we're not using this pick at the moment. We're not using any of these tools at the moment. So we'll stick these away for now. Hopefully it'll give us a bit of inventory space. It's a bit... If you don't grab the tool correctly, like if I grab it here, it moves. Or if I grab it there, it moves the inventory box. Gotta be careful where you grab it so you can actually move the tool. Are you telling me, is that seriously all I can store in there? Bugger! Bugger! Oh, yeah, I don't like this backpack system, to be honest. I would rather just have a backpack like normal. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's see if that unencumbers us a little. Wonder why I can't put my fishing rod in there. Because the thing won't fucking drag over, that's why. Right, fuck it. That should be due for now. So, we'll start. I think what I'm going to have is like somewhere to dump all soil. Somewhere where I'm not going to be building. Here's where I've dumped a bit before, as you can tell, with discoloration. But yeah, we'll have a soil dump here. So what you do then is you open your inventory. Right click on it, pour on ground. So mass produce and pour it all on ground. Ultimately, we don't need the dirt. We've got to put it somewhere. We might as well put it back on the ground. So looking at inventory now. We have no dirt. We are no longer encumbered. And there's a nice pile of dirt there. As you can imagine, this is going to take a long time to flatten. So I will now pause the video and skip till it's flattened. And I've upgraded my levels a bit. See you then.